Welcome everybody to the Chris Patrick channel. So today I want to talk to you about something that happened to me today. I was at a foreign import sports car dealership today. And I go here to smell the leather, to feel the grip of the steering wheel, to get myself used to the feeling of the vehicle that I want to drive. And it helps program the subconscious. But that's not the point I have today. But you should take it and run with that. Go house shopping at houses that you want to go live in. Go car shopping for the cars that you want and will have someday. Now, while I was there, I ran into someone there who weighed, I think, 220, at least 220, maybe 240, but I'd say 220 for bare minimum, and probably 6'2". And this was about a year ago, and he just had this revelation of looking at his parents and seeing how their mobility had declined over the years, their energy, their agility, what have you, because they didn't work out much. They didn't eat a very good diet. And he saw this as writing on the wall, like a sneak preview into his future based on his choices that he had made or lack thereof not made, right, to work out or eat a better diet. And from that point, through meditation, he gives Joe Dispenza's meditation high credit for subconsciously prepping him and programming him to make these decisions, to start exercising and working out. He went to a keto diet and lost a lot of weight. And with aerobic activity and fitness weights, what have you, cross training, he, quote unquote, his friend said he looked almost sickly. He had lost so much weight. I think he said 140 or 150. So he, maybe went too far, but you never know until you go that far of the opposite end of 220 to find out where the fine balance is. And so now he's at 160, and to me, he looks like an Olympic athlete. He looks great, and he has changed his diet. He used to drink beers and guzzle them, out on the golfing greens, and now he doesn't drink alcohol. He found that the wine here in the United States, and you may know this already, but pesticides are sprayed on the grapes, and in Europe it's not like here. How about that? And so he noticed that he would, with drinking the wine before he stopped drinking, that he would get, he wouldn't feel great. And he was telling me a story about when he went to this wine store, maybe Total Wine, and the guy was the sales guy was French, and he was talking to this guy about wine, and he was looking at the guy was looking at the California wines, and he told him how he was kind of getting headaches, and he thought it was the tannins and what have you. And the French guy said, "Pesticides, buy European, you won't have them." And he did, and it stopped. This guy who lost all this weight, he said he had just come back from Italy, and before he went over there, he wouldn't be able to eat pasta or bread because he would have lower back pain. I had never heard of this. And that's because there's a lot of chemicals sprayed on the wheat and to fields to and over there again, it's all common knowledge. It's all on the internet. They don't spray like they do over here. And so he said when he was over there, he ate all the pasta and enjoyed it, and he never got a back pain at all. Never had lower back pain. And now he works out 6 days a week, about an hour and 15 minutes, and he looks great, like amazing. He showed me one of his old pictures. I wouldn't have recognized him. 2 different people. And so think about that. That's only 6 to 8 hours a week that he's investing in his life for fitness. And the food he's eating is so clean and so, organic. He rinses the vegetables, he rinses the fruits, he knows what he's eating, pasture, organic, pasture raised, farm to table, locally, sourced. Just, he watches what comes through and over the drawbridge into his castle. And it has paid off in dividends. Think about not only his physical energy, his cognition, and his thinking, his vitality, his ability to go the distance now and enjoy life in such a small investment, right? 8 hours a week, and watching what he eats. It's not just vanity. Vanity just comes along with working out. You look great, you feel great, you look great in the mirror. That's not vanity. That's like loving yourself. That's self-care. That's self-love. That's one of the greatest gifts you can give. And he said not drinking too was one of the greatest acts of self-love as well. So what a magnificent and awesome turnaround one can do in 1 year. Hope this story helps, because it's real. It's a real story from an ordinary, everyday kind of guy on the street who I bumped into, and he shared me his story, and we were preaching to the choir. I knew what he was saying. I understood what he was saying, because in many ways I've been there, done that. And I was so happy and so joyful for his new life. So think about that. Start researching things. Take care. Love you all.